Today I messed up by trying to surprise my wife for her birthday and almost got divorced. I'll admit I haven't been the most attentive husband lately. My wife has told me I need to make more of an effort in our relationship or we would have problems. I've tried really hard to invest in our relationship ever since finding out my wife is not feeling as happy as she should be. This mess up happened last week. My wife's birthday was coming up. I decided to go big. My wife absolutely loves surprises, so I decided to surprise her with a romantic night and lots of flowers and presents. She had to go to work in the morning of her birthday and I had the day off. A lot of time to plan everything out. I decided, being the idiot I am, to pretend that I had forgotten my wife's birthday just to make the surprise, well, even more of a surprise. The plan was as follows: my wife wakes up and I don't mention her birthday. She thinks I've forgotten it. She goes to work and I get everything ready. She comes home in the evening after work and tada. When she opens the door, I'll be waiting for her with gifts, flowers, dinner, and everything romantic I could think of. Sounds like an amazing plan, right? Wrong. Nothing special happened in the morning and my wife left for work while I slept in. During the day I got everything ready and apart from mildly messing up the dessert, everything went great. Then it was time to wait for my wife to return. She was supposed to get home after 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m. nothing. 5 p.m. still nothing. I was starting to get worried and I texted her where she was. Around 5:30 p.m. she read my message but didn't reply. I called her and she didn't answer. I was starting to get extremely worried and texted her if she was okay. That's when she replied. She texted me opening up about how she couldn't believe I had forgotten her birthday even after her expressing to me how she had felt neglected in the relationship and wanting me to put in more effort. I, in all my stupidity, still decided to play dumb to make my big surprise work. I told her to just get home so we could talk about it. Big mistake, she told me she was done talking and started mentioning divorce. Damn. That's when I called her and she still wouldn't answer. Then I panicked and started explaining everything to her by text. I took pictures of all the things I had done around the house, the gifts, the flowers, the decorations, the dinner, everything. I just wanted to surprise her, that's all I wanted. I tried calling her to no avail. She read my messages and after not getting a reply I just broke and started crying. After what felt like the longest wait of my life, my wife comes home. She's crying, saying she's sorry. I told her it was my fault and we both just cried holding each other. We spent the night crying and cuddling and eating the dinner I made. She told me it was the best thing she had ever eaten, obviously a lie, it was mediocre at best and already cold. It wasn't the surprise I had hoped to give her. I'm just glad to still be married to her. And yes, we are working to fix our relationship. I love this woman with all my heart. I had her permission to share this too long. Didn't read, wanted to surprise my wife for her birthday and pretended to forget her birthday to make the surprise better. She got really upset and started talking about a divorce. I ruined the surprise trying to explain myself and we spent the night of her birthday crying and cuddling. Edit, wow, thank you for the kind words everyone. I can't reply to everyone, so I just wanted to say I appreciate it here. For all the concerned people, yes, we are getting help and fixing things like I have stated before. I appreciate the concern, but with all due respect, I'm going to take relationship advice from professionals and not from Reddit. It's weird to have people arguing about my relationship when frankly no one knows us or the situation we are in. I just wanted to share this story on here with my wife since we already talked this issue through. Still, reading your personal experiences and what you have gone through is helpful, so please do share if you feel like doing so. And to the people messaging me calling my wife horrible things, I sincerely want to say, no. Calling me an idiot is justified, calling my wife horrible is not. Edit 2, I'm getting so many comments about this that I've decided to address it here. I commented this before, but I'm going to put it here too so people can see it better, hopefully. Like some have said, I wasn't really thinking about her when doing what I did. I made the whole surprise essentially about myself even though I didn't mean to. It was never my intention to make her feel bad, even though I now realize that of course she would feel horrible for the whole day after I pretended to not remember her birthday. I've apologized for this and these things were talked about. Really the only thing I was thinking was about wanting to surprise my wife and not about how my way of going about it was going to make her feel. My dumb logic was that hey, my wife loves surprises, so I have to make the surprise as surprising as I can, any way I can. I never intended to make her feel bad, but my lack of thinking made that happen and I feel horrible for it. Today I messed up by walking into a dealer's house without permission. I recently got hooked up with a new weak guy, who happens to have a pet parrot. Upon arriving to their place, they greeted at the doorway and told me they were gonna go grab the stuff, then they went to a back room while I just chilled in the doorway waiting. Then suddenly I hear come in what I could swear was the dealer's voice, so I went and saw the parrot and kinda stood around awkwardly, not really sure what to do, when suddenly the dealer comes back around and was like, "What the hell are you doing in my house?" So I ended up having to have an awkward discussion about how I heard them tell me to come in, and we very awkwardly figured out it was the parrot together. Too long. Didn't read. Weak guy has a pet parrot that told me to come inside while the dealer was getting my stuff.